Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be trying out this new challenge career. I got through first phase of it yesterday, and so we're going to try phase 2 and see what we can do to build up our rank and go from there. Just ask any follows, shares, likes, subscriptions, everything. 100% of the proceeds are going to nonprofits. This month we're through June 30th. We're supporting veteran causes. So feel free to share the channel and yeah, look forward to the comments. Alright. 13 hours left on that. And I have not done Great Britain, so looking forward to this.
It seems as if you have a new rival. This is the perfect opportunity to show the world why you belong in this sport, and to show me why you belong amongst my very exclusive clientele. That's a joke. I love working with you.
Oh, it looks like I dropped down from like 65th to 149th. People have been busy the last couple days, I guess, in this challenge career. I've been just doing the single practice and then skipping the second one. I don't know if I'm supposed to do the other two just to get extra points, but um, I don't know. I've done pretty well with qualifying and whatnot, getting first for the pole position.
It might not be race day yet, but you wouldn't know it from looking at the stands. The fans are out in force. It's practice time here at Silverstone.
I don't know about a dress shirt.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, let's take a look. So it looks like...
They told you about the new parts that have come in from the factory, right? Well, they're all fitted and good to go. I hope they do the trick.
Alright, let's get to it. And today I'm actually wearing tennis shoes and not my slippers. So hopefully my grip on the pedals and whatnot's a little better. Ooh, a little too wide on that one. Feels pretty good. It's not too tight, not too loose. Ooh, cut that a little too short though. Still seems a little more forgiving than F123 like I mentioned yesterday though. Alright, here comes some of the other cars. Overtake him. Codemasters and EA, they did a really good job on this one. Oh, I'm half second up. I thought about just racing on the Spanish Grand Prix today, but not sure if that's going to be one of the tracks today, but with the Grand Prix coming up this weekend. It's lap 3. .133, not too shabby. Yesterday when I played on the Canada track, they switched up the weather on me. So I was like 20 seconds down from my fastest track speed, or lap speed. I'm feeling pretty good about this one. I think I might just skip the other 2 practice rounds and just go straight to the qualifying. And hopefully I'm wrong about losing points or whatever potentially with skipping those 2. Ooh. Gotta keep my eyes on the track. Lost a second on this one. Alright, I think we're gonna end that and just return to the garage. Yeah, the breaking point, I haven't tried that yet. What's that like? You like that one? There's a lot of cool features. I don't know, it's some of the advancing in the schedule and all that. It's similar to like FC, the EA FC app or game. I don't know. I kind of skip over some of that stuff or just hit enter, enter, enter. Alright. Session info. What's my best time? 1:35 looks like my my best time. It's pretty cool too on some of the track or whatever with the telemetry. It shows you some of the areas that you can improve on some of the turns and straightaways and all that even. So you can improve your driving overall. I'm just gonna skip over. Looks like they added a little rain there for practice 2. So I'm just gonna go to this.
What an incredible practice session that was. But the fun doesn't stop here though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
Yeah, the data's pretty cool. I don't know, the LiDAR and all of that, you know, from the real world races. It's pretty cool stuff. Looking forward to the Spanish Grand Prix this weekend. All right, let's see what my rank is now. I don't know. I was behind a little bit.
Welcome along everybody to a venue that was built for speed.
Cutter.
Watson Airfield, now one of the finest racetracks in the world. It's qualifying day here at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix.
Qatar Airways. All right, let's go. All right. Just keep the balanced approach for the setup. Alright, here we go. Qualifying. See if I can beat that 135 that I got on the practice. Cut it a little too sharp there. Not doing too bad still.
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic
See what my time
drive.
was.
Bring it home.
With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow.
Anybody tried
Be
this
sure to join us then
challenge
for what
career?
will no doubt be a fantastic race.
This is just the normal, regular, the base level. I didn't feel like starting off with the expert. 131, so I shaved off almost 3-4 seconds off of that. Alright, gotta get to 93 to win. Alright. So 95th. Yeah, probably good. I probably should have done both the practice 2 and 3 as well, but yeah. All right. Let's see what messages we have here. Have a good race out there today. I'm sure. All right. Well, I do like cookies. A minute though? That's asking quite a bit. All right, 5 laps on this one. I forget what the next track is. This challenge career, each episode they're called has
You join us in the
3
United Kingdom
tracks.
today, or Great Britain as it's alternatively known. Well, it's certainly a great day today as we welcome you to one of the crown jewels of British sports, a track of speed, history and drama. It's Silverstone. It's the British Grand Prix. Straddling the border of Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire, the 18 corners of Silverstone Circuit form the 3.6-mile beating heart of Formula One. It's been reinvented over the years, with Turn 1 now the fast right-hander of Abbey. But the magic of racing is as strong here as it's ever been.
It's a pretty nice track.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid,
6.445.
And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. I don't want to, but we should look at their recent performances, and I think poor is a universal word to describe them.
It's hard to say sometimes, and it's hard to accept yourself as well. It's easy to go blaming other circumstances as to why your driver rating might have slipped, but it's time for a reset. You got to get back to where you were. You know you can do it. You've proven it in the past. So now it's time to make that happen.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Right, mate, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but I want you to treat it like any other race. Let's not make any unnecessary
so we'll
risks,
keep the
please.
current set up. Let's get started. They did an amazing job at the detail on the track too. I think I said yesterday too, like the sheen on the tires is like pretty incredible. With this NVIDIA 5090 also, it doesn't hurt. A little better on that one. Wasn't doing too well on that in the practice.
DRS now enabled.
135 though. Yeah, definitely a step up in graphics. I think even over the 5080 though too. I originally got that and then upgraded to the 5090 once they became more readily available, and I don't know. Especially with like AI and things like that, if anybody does that with their local device, you know, there's always ChatGPT and whatnot, but I like messing around with the different language models and stuff like that too, so definitely the VRAM on the 5090 improves all of that. Short. Ooh,
Great
3
work.
seconds,
That's the new
2
fastest lap of
seconds.
the race. Okay, Lewis. Right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the
See if
next
I
lap
can
a
get down to
quick one. You got this.
131.
Yep. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Alright, I think that's probably my best speed trap there.
Nice work.
Yeah,
You
131.
smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate.
Ooh, cutting that one a little too short though. Wonder if I can hit 130. I don't know if I could do that because I do have some of the assists that it's all default, so there are some of the assists and the AI and all that, it's all default, so I might have to tune the car a little bit more to drop that much time off. Man, that's a pretty fun game. If you haven't bought the game yet and you're not really sure because you're not a big race fan or a race game player, I definitely would recommend getting it. It's pretty impressive. Too fast on that one. Ooh, messing up the shifting on that. I also like the sound effects. They, when you're racing against the other, the other drivers and whatnot, whether it's AI or other players, the sound effects, it's pretty realistic. In 25 versus 23. I think they did even improvements on that.
Checkered flag.
All right, 22-second lead. It's not too shabby, is it? All right, let's see what rank I get up to, though. I think I ended, I finished the third race last night at like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I was 65th, I think, at that time.
It shows the power that they have, this stranglehold on the championship, and it's for the others to try and stop them before it's too late.
And once all the hard work is over, and after lap of brilliant racing, it's time now to celebrate with our podium trio. And back on the top spots.
Number one on that one.
In the past. So well done to Lewis Hamilton. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
All right. I was supposed to get up to 93rd, 93 rating. Ooh, well, almost to 92. 2 more races. All right, 86. I think we could do better than that. All right, Hungary. I have not raced on this track yet, so this will be entertaining, I'm sure. Probably not as much so as Monaco, but Alright, let's see what messages we have here. Alright. Still a ways to go, still a ways to go. Moving along though. Let's complete that one. Looks like we got a little bit of rain here too. I know, it was pretty challenging on the Canadian track yesterday.
And teams are getting ready for the day to begin.
With the
Plenty
rain.
to learn and refine.
I think I mentioned earlier, it cut off like 10-20 seconds off my lap time. Or added to it.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts on the car, we'll just confirm. Intermediate tyres are your best bet in the current conditions.
Alright. Let's go to the track. We'll do the flying lap. Yeah, even the rain is like crazy detailed. I don't know, they did a really good job on the graphics improvements on this. do about 5 laps here and probably go straight to qualifying like I've been. A little wide on that turn there, but not too bad. Probably could have taken that one a little sharper. 146, 111. $138. Gotta keep my eyes on the road. At least this is practice and not qualifying. Yeah, not too bad. That one seems a little easier to shave a little bit off the speed trap there. Some of them are pretty tight on the speed traps. It's almost like a hairpin turn. I also think they did a lot better with the brakes too on this one. I've actually locked them up a little bit. I think that was yesterday. Okay, 2 more laps on this one. Like I shaved off a little bit, 0.4 now. Ooh. A little too short on that one. Gotta stay off the grass. All right, 137, 986, not too bad. double shifting. Not gonna win a race like that. Uh, 1.1 second. Dang, 136. Not too shabby. See if I can get that down to like 134 or 135. Shave a few seconds off, maybe. A few fractions of a second. All right, 136. That was 0.06 ahead. Let's go back to the garage now. All right. Let's go to qualifying. Ben just skipping the other two.
And if today's practice is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula One.
Hopefully I got a little bump from that. Got to get up to 93, I believe.
No pit stops, no strategy. It's all about the pace today. Qualifying day here at the Hungaroring for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Hey, here we go, qualifying. I think my fastest lap time was like 136 on the practice, so let's see if I can shave that down a little to 134, 35. A little nicer when it's nice and clear skies and not cloudy and rainy.
Fantastic, you've got pole position.
All right.
Get in there. Let's go, boys.
Let's go, boys.
Oh, God. It's so good. Thanks so much for the hard work, guys.
120.
Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for
I'd be interested to see what the top lap speed on that at any level, whether it's expert or regular. All right, 79th global position. Not too bad. Still not as good as 65th yesterday. Alright, let's get started on the race.
Welcome to Budapest once again for another round
Alright,
of Formula
Lenovo
One action.
Hungarian Grand
Historically,
Prix.
a good race for first-time victories, with Button, Hill, Alonso and Heikki Kovalainen all reaching the top step of the podium for the very first time right here. 14 corners then for our drivers to navigate at the 2.7-mile Hungaroring today. It's 6 lefts and 8 rights around a lap here, with average speeds in the region of 120 miles per hour.
Okay.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position.
120,
And Max Verstappen
587.
lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, and alongside me for this afternoon's commentary, Naomi Schiff. Good afternoon, Gnomes. As we all know, every single driver wants to know what's required of them. And in the case of this driver, I think things are pretty stable at the moment. That they're doing what the team require.
Absolutely. We're certainly seeing a driver that feels a lot more comfortable and confident within the team. And that comes from that stability and being settled into what we can now see as a clear role within the team. It's so important for a driver to know where they stand, because sometimes when you don't know exactly where you stand, you can easily overdrive or even put too much pressure on yourself. So I think they'll be able to focus on
I don't know, if I
smaller
win
details
this one,
during
if
the
I
race
place
today.
first, I might need an emote, like a little pyramid or something.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, you know this, but this track...
A little too wide on that one. Not too bad there on that one. Shaved a little bit off.
can now use
124.
DRS now available.
Still do better. Speed trap there. I think I'm down a little bit on this one.
Good job. That was the
Not
fastest
bad.
lap of the race so far. Okay, Lewis. Tyres are running very hot. Very hot. Please keep those tyre temps under control if you can.
There you go. Thanks, mate.
Guess that's what I get
That
for
wasn't quite
shaving.
what we needed, I'm afraid, but listen, don't worry about it.
Shaving
It's a
some
long way to go,
corners.
so let's just focus until the end. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
I'm trying to, but he keeps telling me they're running hot. Oh,
Great
faster.
work. That's a new fastest
There we go.
lap of the race.
I think I can get down to 120. Not by double shifting though.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 21.0 seconds. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep
Lost
your
a fraction of a
concentration,
second
let's
on
bring it
that
home.
lap. See if I can finish strong on the last lap here. Oh, was losing it on that one. Yeah, I didn't do too good on that final lap
Checkered
there.
flag.
Fantastic weekend, guys. Really well done.
And as we've said so many times in the past, the checkered flag is out for our winner, Lewis Hamilton.
5 wins in a row. That is an incredible achievement. I don't know if anyone can stop them at this stage in the game. What a great job.
I think it just sets up your rank.
There was only ever one that could
I
take
think it's
that
an
top
online
It's a familiar
thing.
sight
I'm
in
not too
Formula
sure. I
One,
haven't
and
looked
here
into
it.
it.
Is once again, Lewis Hamilton with the trophy held high, celebrating.
It puts
a
you
masterful
against
victory.
others in the same rank, like level. So if you're playing on the expert level in the challenge career, it puts you on the same. You're playing as the same person, the same driver, same car setup, all of that for that career. I don't know, maybe it'll unlock some
After
kind
an
of
event like that,
add-ons
who
or
knows
free
what the
cars
sport
or
has in store for us next time
something
out.
like that.
Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
And I think with the iconic version, anybody that's purchased that and they get to play it a few days early like this, I think yesterday, today, and then tomorrow, over those 3 days, it's to get a set of people to basically be ranked. And then once it's released on the 30th, then everybody will be able to, go through this career, I'd imagine, and then, try to get their rank or top the leaderboard. %. All right, 78th. It's not too bad. And anybody watching, feel free to follow and like, share. Trying to improve our followers and subscribers. All the money will end up going to this month the Gary Sinise Foundation to support veterans and whatnot. So. All right. I'm glad on that last lap, though, that I only lost a couple seconds with that almost wipeout. Monza Grand Prix. Let's hop in here. Probably just do 2 or 3 laps on the first practice, but then I usually just go to the qualifying and just hop right in. I really need to look, though, down the road if that reduces the amount of points that I'm earning. I don't know. Anybody else already know that answer? Seems kind of silly to spend another 90 minutes just doing the practice rounds if you feel comfortable on it.
It's the fastest track on the calendar. The grandstands are awash with Ferrari red. It's time for practice here in Monza. Welcome along.
All right, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
I've had a chat with the R&D team about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so go and give them a try.
Alright, max top speed. This track's pretty, I don't know if I, yeah, it's got some pretty nice straightaways, so. Alright, let's do this. Do a couple laps here. Probably gotta run my tires pretty hot, taking them that sharp, the corners. Alright. Gotta stay on the track there. Go too fast on that one. At 128. Come some of the other cars. Sneak around him a little bit on the gravel. Alright, can't cut that short. It's good to find that out in the practice though, instead of on qualifying and get a 2-second penalty or something like that. All right, 124.02. Do a little bit more of this and then just go to qualifying. Gotta stay out of that gravel a bit. Gonna chew up my tires. Alright, let's return to the garage and then jump into the qualifying. Alright, session info.
And that's it. Practice is officially
See if
over.
I can beat that
Until next time,
124.002.
They call it the Temple of Speed, and the pilgrims have come to worship. It's all about the speed today. Qualifying awaits us. Welcome to Monza for the Italian Grand Prix.
Alright. Here we go, qualifying. That is a really tight speed trap there. But at least I stayed out of the gravel. See if I can beat that 124. Yes. I think I got like 122 on that one.
We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice work. Come on, I'll see you back in the pits.
Great work, guys.
With qualifying complete,
Yeah,
all that remains now is the main
122.005.
event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the
Alright, I beat the rival. Let's see if that run helped me gain any points here, though. Alright, 12:02 on the pack. Alright, 72nd. Closer and closer. There are curbs at the first two. Alright, final race for episode 2 for the challenge career. And episode 3 is tomorrow. I wonder if they're going to add any additional episodes to, you know, continue having people improve their ranks and whatnot and battle it out in the career mode.
A difficult race awaits these drivers here in Monza, but glory awaits too at the Italian Grand Prix. With top speeds up to 215 and an average lap speed of around 155 miles per hour, Monza's reputation as one of the fastest circuits in the sport is well earned. We have 11 corners on this 3.6 mile track, with the best overtaking chance coming into the heavy braking zone of the Turn 1 chicane. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position.
Right,
And the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the
See
front
if I
row.
can hit
As
into
we
the
continue through the
121.
rest of the grid today, we have Ocon, Leclerc, and alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not.
Yeah, they have, and it's, you know, rule number 1, beat your teammate. They're the one that share the same equipment as you, and yes, the cars can vary and set up from race to race and depending on who has which style, but essentially they're your barometer, the yardstick. If you can beat them, that's the first job you have to do, and it looks like it's going their way, doesn't it? And they need to carry on this momentum, this energy through the rest of the season.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, as you know, this is the team's home race, which means it's extra important for everybody in this team. They've got friends here, they've got family here, they're all in the grandstands watching. So let's go.
Yeah, you don't want to be racing for a Ferrari team and lose in Italy. That's kind of embarrassing. little better than I did in the practice there.
Okay, DRS is now available.
124. I think that might have been the goal for your 250 shifts. Bad shift there, though. All right, 123. Shaved off a second there.
Well done. Okay, Lewis, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
All right, I got to hit 132.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay,
right.
nice work. Really good job with that target, mate.
123. Too short on that turn. Got a little bit of the grass on the tires.
Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Alright, one more lap. I don't know what that little glitch was. The game kind of froze up on one of those turns. I don't know if that was an online issue or... Might get it to 122. Oh, just over 123.
Mega job, guys. Mega job. Thank you so much for everyone back at the factory. Continue
Mega
to push.
job.
This is the real showing of all your hard work, so thank you. Let's keep pushing.
And extending his already record-breaking winning record, it's Lewis Hamilton to the line for victory.
A great team victory today, Crofty. That's the important bit here. On home soil, the drivers delivered, the team delivered as well, and to do that in front of their home support really means a lot to them.
It's time for our podium celebrations. And as ever in Formula One,
Right,
here's the
number
magic
one
number.
again.
And back on the top spots that he's taken so often in the past. So well done to Lewis Hamilton. It's been an absolutely
See what I
wild
did
weekend
as far
of
as my
Formula One
rank
action,
now.
and I can't wait to see what's next.
All right, beat the rival. Didn't quite get to 93 though. All right, 41st global position. Not too shabby. Alright, so tomorrow, gotta wait until tomorrow for the episode 3. And hopefully we can move up even more spots. right. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Don't forget to follow and subscribe, like, share. And if you are gracious enough to donate, tips are always appreciated, and so are the subscriptions. And 100% of the proceeds, like I said, are going to charity. So